Bicep Curl EQI, or eccentric quasi-isometric. So what I've done here is I've obviously got a band there, and to start the movement I got into a bit of a passive elbow flexion, so I use my other hand to get into as much flexion as I can. So I'm going to stick in this range of motion of elbow flexion for as long as I possibly can. Notice I'm going through sort of internal and external rotation of my shoulder. The reason being, I'm just trying to hit as much of the bicep tissue as I can. I'm also rotating through elbow supination and pronation, so rotating the elbow in and out as much as I can as well. Because of the way the band works, I'm a little bit restricted in how much I can rotate there, but I'm doing it as much as I can. So what I'm going to do here is I'm literally going to stay in this elbow flexion range for as long as I possibly can. I'm trying to isometrically hold this, but at some point I can't hold it anymore, so that elbow flexion, the elbow angle will get a bit bigger. I can't hold it. So what I do is I take a little bit of a movement backwards, as you can see, because as my elbow straightens, if I don't move back, then the tension on the band gets less, and I don't want the tension on the band to get less. I effectively want my hand to stay in the same place. So as my elbow straightens, I'm just moving back a little bit. As you can see, I'm doing it here again, and I'm literally staying in this spot as long as I possibly can. And when I cannot hold with my bicep anymore, my hand starts moving away from my body, then I'm moving back. Now this thing can take anywhere from like 90 seconds to about 3 minutes, and that is absolutely fine. And you're going to do one hand at a time. I'm going to, and you're literally going to go until your elbow is basically straight, and we're trying to use that bicep through its absolute full range of motion, from flexion all the way through to extension. As you can see, this is starting to get really, really hard. You're going to get some nitrogen buildup in the muscles. It's going to not feel so great. And at that point, I just could not even get it. See my face? Sorry that's what it's going to sound like, or sorry, look like for you. So here we go. I'm doing this on the other side as well. Now this is going to take a bit of time. Like I said, probably anywhere between 90 seconds to 3 minutes. You can do this with a dumbbell. So, you know, if you don't have the bands, you don't have the setup, you can do this with a dumbbell just fine. So you literally just stand up, hold the dumbbell with the full flexion of your elbow, and try to hold it there for as long as you can. And as it starts to drop, you just try harder and harder and harder and harder and harder and harder. Obviously, when you're doing that, you don't need to move your body because you just stand. When I do that, I like to do it with my back against a wall, so that I'm keeping everything still. And there you go. Any questions? Let me know.